Rats. You know what that means? Jeff Goldblum. This episode starts right in the Amazon. Mati is bringing his friends to meet a shaman that he grew up with. Wheeler, of course, is being culturally insensitive again, not really buying in any of it. But karma gets him because he gets stung by fire ants. And Mati quickly finds some medicinal plants to make a salve to heal him. That's foreshadowing. They finally connect with the shaman, and literally in like 5 seconds, Gaia makes an appearance. She tells the Planeteers that there's an emergency and they have to go. The shaman tells Mati, "Don't worry, I'll see you very soon." That's foreshadowing. Turns out the emergency is Jeff Goldblum. So Verminous Scum is back, and he has this chemical called rat rot. Kind of sounded like Scooby-Doo. I had this action figure growing up, by the way. It was pretty badass. Anyway, rat rot is a chemical that can turn people into rats, and then Verminous Scum can control them as like zombies. He ends up dumping mugs of it in a local well supply in some place in South America, we're assuming. This is what happens. The hairy knuckles. Pretty intense. So the Planeteers hunt down where this vat of rat rot is. Kwame causes an earthquake and the vat tips over, but Scum isn't too concerned because he has more. He commands his rat mob to chase after the Planeteers, and they get trapped in the sewers, so they end up summoning Captain Planet. Captain Planet starts to clean up the mess, but Scum shoots him with the poison. I think this image is neat. Of course, as we've seen in the first episode, Captain Planet doesn't do well with toxins or pollution. So he weakens and the powers go back to the Planeteers, and he goes away. Scum ends up polluting a local river, and 3 of the Planeteers fall into it. So Linka, Wheeler, and Guy are all rat people now. Honestly, a rodent rebellion? Sign me up. So remember the shaman? Here he is. And remember that foreshadowing about medicinal herbs in the rainforest that can cure things? That's the plan. Mati thinks that there might be something that the shaman can make in the rainforest that could cure people of rat rot. They meet up with the shaman. Shaman's like, well, your colonizers are destroying the forest, so I don't know what's out there. Lo and behold, they get to the place where they think that the herb can be, and there's a bulldozer. But of course, this episode couldn't just end with the whole world becoming rats, right? They found one plant and the shaman makes a cure. They give it to the 3 Planeteers and they end up calling Captain Planet. The first thing Captain Planet does is become a tornado. That's the second time we've seen him do that too in 4 episodes. And he sucks up all of the rat rot from the river. He goes up to the atmosphere and ends up setting it on fire, burning it away. Which, cinematic 90s parallels here. We got Jean Grey with the Phoenix, Captain Planet burning off rat rot. Same thing. After everything's burnt off, this happens. And then Captain Planet goes off to find more of that plant so he can cure the rest of the village. Luckily, he found just tons of it somewhere. And it's just in time, too, because the deforesters wanted to burn this place down. Captain Planet turns into a storm and spreads the plant particles all over the town, and everybody is saved. They capture Verminous Scum, and Captain Planet says it's either the zoo or to jail with you. And Jeff Goldblum says the zoo, which honestly would probably be a better situation than a jail. But that's not where he ended up. All in all, it was a fun story. We got to learn more about Mati and his shaman friend. In the 90s, when I was growing up, save the rainforest was a big catchphrase. That's why this episode really hit home too as a young kid. Sadly, it still needs saving today. Rainforests are vital for many reasons, and we'll get into it in my next episode. But until then,
the power is yours.